Okay, here's a quick video on our first concept inventory. Number one, this is a heterogeneous mixture because we can separate it alone, by itself. So if you leave the whole combination on a bench in the lab, eventually overnight it'll separate. It's homogeneous, it means you have to physically or chemically separate it. Alright, what is the volume in centimeters cubed of 3.67 grams of a piece of metal, the density of this? Density is equal to mass divided by volume. We are given mass, and we're given density. Find volume. Alright, so let's adjust this to calculate the volume. So I'm going to multiply by V on both sides. Okay, this will cancel. So mass is equal to density times volume. Now I'm going to divide by density on both sides. Those will cancel, leaving me with volume is equal to mass over density. Here's my mass, here's my density. Divide those two, and there we go. Answer is D, 5.28. Number 3, which of the following is true about the liter? Let's see, this is kind of tough. You might have to do a little bit of research in the slides in the book, but a liter is equivalent to 1 decameter. So 1 liter is equal to 1 decameter cubed. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cubed. Oh. Back up. You have to memorize this. All right. How many significant figures does the number 0.005000 have? Let's see here. That's significant. The last zero is significant. Everything in between. That's 4. Object will sink if liquid's density is greater, blah, blah, blah. Here's mass. Here's density. I'm looking for volume. Volume is equal to mass over density. We calculated before. So 9.83 grams divided by 13.6 grams per centimeters cubed. This unit here, when we divide a fraction, it's a reciprocal. Therefore, grams times centimeters cubed divided by grams will leave us with just centimeters cubed. So that's our volume unit. If an object is accelerating at a rate of 25 meters per second, how fast will it be moving after 1.5 minutes? Well, now I'm looking for meters per second. These are the units I'm looking for. So this is where chemistry and physics kind of comes into play. Math is different for scientists than it is in math class. So 25 meters per second squared times 90 seconds. Now I converted this to seconds. That way I can cancel an S here and an S here, leaving me with 25 times 90 meters per second. But remember, this S squared means S times S, so I just canceled 1. Cool. So now I have the right units. That tells me that I have the right answer. So 25 times 90 is 250, and that in exponential notation is this, with the correct number of significant figures. Physical state of matter has no specific shape, but does have a specific volume. Well, if I have 10 milliliters here, and 10 milliliters here, it's the same, and that's a liquid. No significant shape, it can change based on the container, but the volume is the same. And that's pretty cool for liquids. Alright, moving on. Which of the following is the highest temperature? So I'm going to convert them all into Kelvin. So the formula we want to memorize is C plus 273 equals a Kelvin. So that's in Kelvin, cool. 38 plus 273. Now I'm going to Google the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius, because that's something I'm not really going to test you on, not really going to give it to you, but it's something that we need to know. The internet has those kind of resources. It's 35.5 Celsius plus 270. That leaves us with the highest temperature being B. Let's see here. How many significant figures does this have? That's significant. That's the last zero. Everything in between. I lied. That does not make sense. Okay. Which of the following is the same number of significant figures as this? That didn't make sense. So this one has 2 significant figures. That has 2 significant figures. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. This has 5. This has 3. This has 1. This has 3. The element hydrogen has a symbol of H. In the following list, only blank is not an example of a chemical reaction. Chopping wood changes it physically, but not chemically. This is a physical change. These physical changes are not chemical changes. Osmonium has a density of 22.6 grams per centimeter. What is the volume occupied by that much space? Well, we already know that volume is equal to mass over density. Therefore, 21.8 grams divided by our density, 22.6 grams per centimeters cubed, and that's going to give us D, 0.965. Cool, moving on. I'm going fast, and so if you want to go back and pause it and look at it, definitely feel free to do that. How many liters of wine are held in a wine barrel at 30 gallons? I'm never going to ask this. And if I do, I will definitely give you the conversion between liters and gallons. I expect you to know the difference between milliliters and liters, but not the difference between liters and gallons. So I'll give that to you. So that's kind of a weird question, but the answer is B, 114. Let's see here. Temperature is 10 degrees Celsius is the same as blank. Again, I will give you that conversion. So in the meantime, like on a quiz, I'll give this to you. But Google something like this just to kind of get the hang of it. The answer is 50. Cool. 15. An object measuring 0.4500 kilograms with a mass of blank. You do need to know this. So the last two, not so much, but this one you have to know. Now, converting from kilograms to grams means I'm going small. If I'm going smaller, I go to the right. If I'm trying to convert to something bigger, I go to the left. Okay, so I'm going to convert 1, 2, 3 times and end up with D, 450. Which of the following element name and symbol correctly matched? Ooh, that's correct. Find your periodic table and start getting familiar with it. We're going to use it quite a bit. Alright, moving on. Line improvements. Let's see. Gold has a density of volume. I already did a few like that. Exact same. Find volume, you're given mass, and you're given density. What's the elemental symbol for phosphorus? That's P. Which is the boiling temperature? Same thing. Convert to kelvins here. Convert on all to Kelvin and see which one's the lowest. So I'm going to skip that one too. How many significant figures should be retained as a result of the calculation? Well, that is this, parentheses, and add. Now, let me back up a second. Let's count the number of significant figures that we have. So this one has 7. This one has 4. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. And this one has 3. Cool. So we have 3 significant figures. 3 is our lowest. Here, when I do this piece of the reaction, or this piece of the equation, I'm going to keep 3. Cool. And when I do this one, I'm going to have to keep 3 as well. because you have to have the lowest number. All right. Here we go. 1 milligram is equal to 1,000 micrograms. Gases do not have a fixed volume as they are compressible, which is really important. That's why you have power steering. 2.98 pounds is equal to 1350 grams. Let's see here. 0.0001035. That's what this looks like. If that's giving you trouble, you need to come find me, because that's going to come in handy in the future. So I'm going to go from liters to milliliters. That means I go to the right, because I'm going from bigger to smaller. Here's my answer, 0.1035 milliliters. Sn is a symbol for tin. Cu is a symbol for copper. Tin. The symbol for phosphorus is P. Si is a symbol for silicon. Report the proper number of significant figures. This has 2, this has 3. We report the lowest number of sig figs. That's 2. Awesome. Mass and volume are referred to as extrinsic. Density is intrinsic. Everything has an E. Density is an I, so it's only density. That's what that means. All right. If you have questions, please come find me at lunch. I'm going pretty quick. Here we go. Rectangular water tank is that. All right, I'm going to leave these questions for a different video because they're kind of long, a little bit more extensive, and stuff that I won't normally ask on a basic quiz just yet. So check back for another video of these ones, and I'll post those. Otherwise, good luck. I know it's difficult. We're just getting started, so I appreciate all the hard work you put in. Have a good day.